Thank you. Were there any other, there is a request to comment, okay.
Well, if I wanted to communicate how I understand the issue with Greece is that any country has monetary and fiscal policy. Our monetary policy is tied to European Union policy, obviously, and personally, I think, thankfully. Our fiscal policy is also very constrained, and it seems for any basic, anybody who knows basic economics, that the answer is foreign direct investment. This is the only way we can increase our inflow of funds in addition to the aid we get from the Commission and other donors as well. So in order to attract foreign direct investment, I think everybody understands that we need to reform, and we need to reform towards a market-friendly environment. And this means less bureaucracy, but also restructuring an economy that used to be government-fed. Even private enterprises were government-fed in Greece, into really being able to survive into an open market economy, a market-oriented economy. This means changing of the institutional structure of an economy. Institutions change very slowly, and that's why we have a huge challenge in front of us. It's difficult to reform, because the reforms we are looking at are mostly institutional. And I think if we are lucky enough to understand the challenge and push for the reform and push for a market-friendly strategy of the whole of the country, then there are quite interesting investment opportunities in the country, investment opportunities in renewable energy, investment opportunities in tourism and services and ecotourism, investment opportunities in aquaculture. We've been investigating, as I Create Institute, many projects that have huge potential of being profitable and create growth and jobs, but it is a struggle and a challenge to get them approved. And I share and we are talking about projects of million, projects of suggesting investments in the marine sector, in offshore multi-use platforms, energy platforms, aquaculture platforms, stuff that have huge potential of the economy. But when you really investigate the implementation phase of the project, well, it's been easy to implement similar projects in the North Sea, in the Baltic Sea, in the Atlantic Sea, in Adriatic. It has been impossible in Greece, in Greece of crisis. I share the experience of the people of the previous panel that talked about private initiatives and startups and all that. It is yet, and it is still, a very unfriendly territory for market-oriented initiatives. And I understand why it is difficult to change that. When I get into a lecture room, I say that the most time-consuming change is institutional change, but we need to do it. And that's all.